and today our guests are Brian Wysong and Matt. I'm so focused on the Matulich that I'm calling you Matt now, Jeb. Let's just not. Y'all are going to use that. Welcome to Lifestyle Profiles. I'm Wendy McGowan Ellis, and today our guests are very special guys from Tumbleweed Textiles, Brian Wysong and Jeb Matulich. Welcome, guys. So glad to have you here today.
Glad to be here.
Yep.
Thanks for having us.
Very good. So first, I want to know y'all's story before we get into the Tumbleweed Textiles story.
Well, I mean, we can go back quite a ways. I'm a coach's son. My dad was a football coach in Texas. We grew up moving all over the state. I really have lived in almost every corner of the state growing up. I think I went to like 6 elementary schools. So I've got used to, moving around a lot. And of course, with the athletic aspect of it, I was big into athletics and things like that. Went to Texas Tech University. Started out as an architecture major. And then after that, switched majors to get into coaching like my dad about 3 years in. I got into education, started teaching and coaching like my father. And then how I got to Frisco, I actually had a friend that was coming up to stay with me for the weekend because he had an interview at one of the new schools in Frisco. And he went and interviewed, and he's like, man, you got to come to Frisco. And so I'm like, all right. So this was like 2000.
Wow.
And so I went and interviewed the next week, and I got the job. And so my family and we moved to Frisco the next year, yeah.
So 2001, you've been here since then?
So I've been here since 2000, yeah.
Wow. Okay. And Brian, what about you?
Well, I went to school at Texas Tech as well, but I was not born in Texas, but I got here as fast as I could.
There you go.
Grew up in a military family. My dad, family, we travel all over, but we grew up and was raised in Fort Worth. Went to Texas Tech, met my wife, found my way to Frisco, became a teacher. I was a teacher there for 9 years at Frisco, at Liberty High School.
Okay.
And was a marketing teacher. That's actually where Jeb and I met.
Okay, I was gonna ask, how did y'all meet? How did this get started?
Yeah,
Okay.
so we met there, and I saw him actually sketching something during a teacher in service day. During we weren't on schedule, and I was like, man, that would be an awesome design on a shirt.
And
Yeah.
there we go.
Well, I mean, it was funny that he came to me with that idea because, of course, I'd always been doing drawings and art type of things as well, because I teach art. But I'd been dabbling in like screen printing and trying to maybe make some of my own T-shirts and stuff. And it was just funny that when he came to me at that time, he had the idea for maybe a shirt. I'm like, dude, I've been thinking about shirts, and so it just kind of meshed. I think that was the point where we kind of said, hey, we may have something here.
Right.
So are the majority of the shirts Texas-based? Is that what I've seen online?
Yes, so
Okay.
It's definitely Texas inspired is what we say.
Okay.
Pretty much everything has either the shape of Texas, says Texas, like Texas Chica, or it's just Texas inspired.
Okay.
We do have other designs that are a little bit more patriotic.
Okay.
But we also do some custom design for other states when they inquire in asking us to do it.
Okay.
And
But you don't put those on your website?
We don't put those on our site, no.
Love it. That's awesome. Very good. Well, I've heard a rumor that y'all are coming out with a Frisco line, a Frisco-based line. Is that true?
Yes, we actually have some Frisco designs coming out soon. It's been something that we've done a few years ago. We actually got the license from the Burlington North Santa Fe Railroad. They're the ones that own the old Frisco Railroad logo.
Yeah.
So we got with them back in 2010, 2011, and got permission to use the logo on apparel and glassware and things like that. And so we've launched Frisco logo shirts before. We kind of keep refreshing those as the years go through. But then we do have some other Frisco inspired designs kind of in our back pocket that we've been sitting on, and then some new ones that we've designed as well that we're going to be launching soon.
Okay. Well, we can't wait for that. In time for the holidays this year.
Oh,
yes?
yeah,
for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Very good. Now, I know that y'all are huge on giving back as well. So tell us how Tumbleweed Textiles gives back.
For sure. Well, that, for us, we feel like the reason why we've had our success is the support from not only the city of Frisco, but specifically the Frisco ISD and all of our coworkers, teachers, administrators that have supported us along the way, because that is where we were founded and started. And so with that reason, as we went back and forth trying to determine what would be, where do we want to get back to? And that was definitely education.
Okay.
And why not Frisco Education Foundation? It's right here in our backyard. So every year we have donated from $10,000, $8,000, $10,000 every year to help scholarship anywhere from 2 to 3 graduating seniors.
Wow.
One being in the marketing field and one being in more of the art graphic design field.
Okay.
And beyond that, we have also donated to like the Red Cross for helping the hurricane relief. We also help donate to the local YMCAs, local churches, different people in need throughout our local community, but also statewide Texas communities.
Wonderful. That's great. So what plans do y'all have for the holidays, or what can we expect besides this new Frisco line coming out?
Well, we're always like coming up with new things. We're trying to keep it fresh. We've kind of got a new mindset to where we're trying to launch more design or fewer designs more frequently, I guess you could say. In the past, we'd kind of drop like 20 designs all at once. We're trying to spread that out. So we did just launch kind of a new run just this last week, 3 or 4 shirts. You can probably expect maybe a couple more long sleeve options, maybe some sweatshirts, a hoodie. We usually kind of do some of those around the winter time, maybe some beanies, things like that. So there'll be a few things that we've got going on for sure.
Very good. Yeah. Now, with all this growth from you guys, I've heard also that there's to be a downtown or somewhere store, a flagship store that y'all are bringing online. So
that's right.
Let's hear about it.
Pretty excited. I just recently left education, retired. To go full time, and that was specifically for us to open up a brick and mortar flagship store here in Frisco.
Yay!
So we're super excited. And over the last year, we've been looking, and we finally met a guy with the knack development, and it's the perfect opportunity for us. So it's going to be at South County in Maine, and so we'll be there at the patios, and we will have our flagship store there. We'll sell all the goodies you see on our site, but we're also excited to launch exclusive stuff, products that will be there that you can't find anywhere else.
That are just in store.
That's right.
Ooh, another reason to go to the Rail District. Okay, so guys, if I'm wanting to buy some t-shirts or hats or everything else that you guys make, where do I go to purchase?
Well, we have about
before the store opens.
Before the store opens, we have about 150 retailers throughout Texas.
Okay.
But for Frisco residents, we have a location at Frisco Mercantile.
Okay.
But we also say one of the best places is our website at tumbleweedtexstyles.com. And then also you can find us at local events such as Frisco or Mary Main Street, Frisco Streets, as well as Frisco Arts and Square.
Excellent. Well, again, thank you guys so much for being on the show today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.